Namaskara. This is a video on adjective or relative clauses in Kannada. As you know, we have already covered the adverbial clauses and then noun clauses. Then the next in line is this adjective clauses. Adjective clauses or relative clauses, just like adverbial or noun clauses, are very useful in fluency in spoken Kannada. So we will address this concept in this video. Okay, a quick intro on clauses. A clause is basically an incomplete sentence with a subject and a verb. Okay, now if this clause that we are talking about is used as an adjective in a sentence, adjective means something that qualifies a noun, something that gives more information about the noun, then that clause is called the adjective clause. Let's see the example. This is the book that I was searching for. Call the man who is wearing the red shirt. Get me the pen which is on the table. So if you see which is on the table is your clause which is describing about something about the pen. Okay, the pen is on the table. That is the girl whom I was speaking with. So here each of the book, man, pen, girl are the nouns, right? Take the spoon which is in the drawer. So the spoon is a noun. Now which is in the drawer is basically describing more about the spoon. That's why it's called an adjective clause or a relative clause. Okay, it's very easy to understand and very useful. Okay, now adjective and relative clauses behave like adjectives to a noun. The clause gives more information about the noun. Adjective clauses are implemented entirely using relative participles in Kannada. Now I have made one elaborate video on relative participles using Kannada script, and also a shorter version of relative participles using English transliteration. Please go to the to my videos tab of my channel and take a look at this relative participles so that you'll be able to understand it. Okay, so relative participles is what is used to implement all these sentences in Kannada. And relative participles are powerful tools for spoken Kannada fluency, just like noun clauses and adverbial clauses. Here, relative participles are used to implement relative clauses. Okay, so once you know relative participle, you will know relative clauses, and you can use relative clauses in your sentences. Okay, so let's directly jump into examples. Just that in this slide, I'm going to show what are all the various tenses that you can apply on this adjective clause. Okay, let's see the example. Do you know the girl who sang? So this is simple past. Okay, do you know the girl who sang on the stage in the morning? ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿಯನ್ನ ನಿನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? So ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿ, girl who sang, ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿ. Okay, that's how you make a relative participle. And this ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿ is a relative participle, or ಹಾಡಿದ is the relative participle. ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿ is your relative clause. Okay, the girl who sang. Who is that boy who sings on the road every day? This is simple present. So ದಿನಾಲು ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡುವ ಹುಡುಗ ಯಾರು? ಹಾಡಿದ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಹಾಡುವ ಹುಡುಗ. If you want to know how we got ಹಾಡಿದ, how we got ಹಾಡುವ, you need to go and understand the relative participles video. Okay. Now, who is the lady who is singing now? This is present continuous tense. ಈಗ ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ, present continuous, ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಮಹಿಳೆ ಯಾರು? Who is the lady who was singing yesterday? Past continuous. ನೆನ್ನೆ ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ, ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಮಹಿಳೆ ಯಾರು? He is the man who had sung, past perfect. So he is the man who had sung this song. ಈ ಹಾಡನ್ನ ಹಾಡಿದ್ದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅವರು. ಹಾಡಿದ is simple past. ಹಾಡಿದ್ದ is past perfect. Okay, there are two D's here. There's only one D here. That is the difference. So ಹಾಡಿದ್ದ, ಹಾಡಿದ. Okay, is she the girl who is going to sing next? This is future tense, right? So how do you say this in Kannada? Very important. ಮುಂದೆ ಹಾಡಲು ಇರುವ, or ಹಾಡಲು ಹೋಗುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅವಳ. So whenever you are talking about planning is something in the future, right? Then you will always use this ಹಾಡಲು and then ಇರುವ, ಹಾಡಲು ಹೋಗುವ. For this ಹಾಡಲು is nothing but infinitive mode of the verb. Okay, so if you say I am planning to go to Mysore, How do you say this? ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೋಗಲು ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೋಗಲು ಇದ್ದೀನಿ means I am planning to go. ಹೋಗಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೋಗಲು ಇದ್ದೀನಿ means I am planning to go to Mysore. So same here. ಹಾಡಲು ಇರುವ ಹಾಡಲು ಇರುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅವಳ. Is she the one who is going to sing? Right? So whenever you are talking about a plan in Kannada, you will always make the first the main verb in infinitive mood with a lu suffix. If you remember, infinitive mood, we have a video for that as well. Infinitive mood has a what you call a lu suffix, then you have a ake suffix, and you have a suffix, right? Madakke, madalu, mada, right? So these three suffixes are there. So the all three suffixes are infinitive mode, means to do. Hadalu means to sing. Okay, so here we have this going to sing, right? That is your hadalu iruva. Hadalu hoguva. Hoguva is going. See, going to sing. The to sing is basically converted as hadalu. Okay, just remember this. For any planning, you have to use this infinitive mood plus the iruva or hoguva. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next one. So from here on, we are just going to give sentence examples of the adjective clause. Whatever is highlighted is your adjective clause. This is the book that I was searching for. Nanu hudukutta idda. I was searching. So nanu hudukutta idda pustaka ide. Call the man who is wearing red shirt. ಕೆಂಪು ಅಂಗಿ ಧರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವವರನ್ನು ಕರೀರಿ. ಇರುವವರು ಅನ್ನು. ಇರುವವರು. ಇರುವವರು means the person who is there. Wearing red shirt. ಇರುವವರನ್ನು ಕರೀರಿ. ಇರುವವರನ್ನ ಕರೀರಿ. So we say ಇರುವವರನ್ನ because anna is what is used as a suffix for dvitiya vibhakti, the second vibhakti in spoken Kannada. Whereas in written Kannada it's annu. ಇರುವವರನ್ನು, like that. Okay, in annu and anna is the difference. Get me the pen which is on the table. ಮೇಜು ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವ ಲೇಖನಿಯನ್ನ ತನ್ರಿ. Tandri means bring. Okay, please bring. So, ಮೇಜು ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವ ಲೇಖನಿ. That is the girl whom I was speaking with. ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. I was speaking. So, ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅವಳೇ. Take the spoon which is in the drawer. Drawer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ spoon ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋ. Okay. That is the dog which bites everyone. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಕಚ್ಚುವ ನಾಯಿ ಅದು. Or ಅದೇ. ಅದೇ means that only. Adu means that. Ade means that only is the dog. Okay. Ellaranna kachu. Kachu means to bite. Where is the money that I gave? Nanu kotta doddu elli. Kodu, your past relative participle is kotta. Okay. That's how past relative participle is used for implementing adjective clauses. Nanu kotta doddu. The money that I gave. This is the plant that you planted. Neenu netta gida idu. Nedu. Nedu means to plant sapling, right? Plant a small plant, right? Or a seed. It's all called nedu. Okay. Nedu, past relative participle is netta. Netta gida. Gida means a plant. That is the school which we went. Navu hoda shale adu. Hogu hoda. This is the letter that came for you. ನಿನಗೆ ಬಂದ ಪತ್ರ ಇದು. ಬರು ಬಂದ. Where is the cake that you kept for me? ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀನು ಇಟ್ಟ ಕೇಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ? That you kept. Keep, ಇಡು, ಇಟ್ಟ ಕೇಕ್. Okay. Show me the girl who cried a bit earlier. Okay. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂಚೆ, a bit earlier, meaning ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂಚೆ. ಅತ್ತ ಹುಡುಗಿ ತೋರಿಸು. ಅಳು. ಅಳು is to cry. ಅತ್ತ, past relative participle is ಅಳು. These are the streets that we roamed as kids. ಚಿಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲೆತ ಬೀದಿಗಳು ಇವು. Right? Ale means to wander. Aleta is past relative participle of ale. Aleta ಬೀದಿಗಳು ಇವು. The house that we lived last year has been renovated. ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಇದ್ದ ಮನೆ ಈಗ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿಸು means to renovate. ಹೊಸ is new. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಇದ್ದ ಮನೆ ಈಗ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. It has been renovated. This is like a what is called as passive voice, right? Has been renovated. House has been renovated. Okay? Patide. Okay, so these are your adjective clauses. Let's look at more examples. Who is the one coming from Hubli today? ಹೂಬಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬರಲು ಇರುವವರು ಯಾರು? So here is your planning to come. This is a plan. That's why ಬರಲು ಇರುವವರು, right? ಬರಲು ಇರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Who is coming? Who is planning to come from Hubli? So in English we say Hubli. In Kannada it's Hubballi. Hubballi. That's why I have put the double capital L. Hubballi. ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬರಲು ಇರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Planning to come. Who is planning to come from Hubli today? The house that you are looking, that you are looking at is a famous actor's house. Actor's house. Okay. ನೀವು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ, that you are looking. So ನೀವು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಮನೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಖ್ಯಾತ ನಟನ ಮನೆ. ನಟ means actor. ನಟನ ರಾಮನ, right? Similarly, ನಟನ ಮನೆ. Okay. Khyata means popular. Okay. The village that we are going to is 100 kilometers away from Bangalore. ನಾವು ಹೋಗಲಿರುವ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ 100 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಹೋಗಲು ಇರುವ, that we are planning to go, right? ಹೋಗಲಿರುವ ಹಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, I also want to buy the same earring that you had bought. ನೀನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, that you had bought. So this is your past perfect. So ನೀನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳು means to buy. So ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಕಿವಿಯೋಲೆಯನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. I also want to buy, right? ಕಿವಿಯೋಲೆ, ಕಿವಿ means ear, ole means ornament. Okay, ಕಿವಿಯೋಲೆ means earring. ನಾನು I also ನಾನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. My son is going to the same school as your daughter. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳು ಹೋಗುವ ಅದೇ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. My son also is going. Okay, ಹೋಗುವ ಅದೇ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ. Okay, next one. The fragrance that comes from the ground after it rains is very nice. ಮಳೆ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಲದಿಂದ ಬರುವ ಸುಗಂಧ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಬರುವ ಸುಗಂಧ, that which comes. Okay, ಬರುವ. Ask the person sitting next to you to move a bit. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವವರನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸರಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ is like request somebody. ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳು means to request them, to ask. Okay, so sarisu means to move. Sarisakke or sarisodakke, both are fine. To move. Sarisakke or sarisodakke ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, ask the person who is speaking loudly on the phone to speak softly. ದೂರವಾಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸದ್ದಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವವರನ್ನ ಮೆತ್ತಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, ಇರುವವರನ್ನ. So the one who is speaking. Okay, he is a thief who showed a knife at the shop. ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕತ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ ಕಳ್ಳ ಅವನೇ. ಕಳ್ಳ means thief. Katti is knife. You can also say chaku. I think that's probably a Hindi word as well. So katti, chaku you can use. Okay, then churi is also is there. Churi, katti, chaku. All three are knife. This is the girl who walks very fast. ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗನೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಇವಳೇ. ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗನೆ means fast. ಬೇಗನೆ is used also for early. So ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗನೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ನಡೆಯುವ. Okay, or you can say ನಡಿಯುವ also. Nadi means to walk. ನಡೆಯುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಇವಳೇ. This is the cat that drinks milk from the kitchen. ಅಡುಗೆ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹಾಲು ಕುಡಿಯುವ ಬೆಕ್ಕು ಇದು. drink, ಕುಡಿಯುವ ಬೆಕ್ಕು. The cat that drinks the milk. Where is the shirt that I bought yesterday? ನೆನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡ ಅಂಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? ಅಂಗಿ means shirt. ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡ, that I bought. Okay. Which is the room that you stayed in? ನೀನು ಉಳಕೊಂಡ ಕೋಣೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಉಳಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳು means to stay. Okay. ಉಳಕೊಂಡ ಕೋಣೆ means room. ಯಾವುದು? Which? That is the prize that I won in the competition. ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಗೆದ್ದ ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ ಅದು. ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ is prize. ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ means competition, right? ಗೆದ್ದ, ಗೆಲ್ಲು, past relative participle of ಗೆಲ್ಲು is ಗೆದ್ದ. Okay, ಗೆದ್ದ ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ ಅದು. That is the person who bought your house. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅವರು. Okay, ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. The guest house that we stayed, the guest house that we stayed in was haunted, it seems. Okay, so it is hearsay. ನಾವು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ಅತಿಥಿ ಮನೆ. ಉಳಕ್ಕೊಂಡ, ನಾಟ್ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಉಳಕ್ಕೊಂಡ ಅತಿಥಿ ಮನೆ, ಗಾಳಿಗ ಕಾಡುವ ಮನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗೀಳು ಹಿಡಿದ ಮನೆ ಅಂತೆ. ಅಂತೆ means it seems. It's not anta, okay? It's ante. I have talked about this in another video about anta, ante, andukollu. So there's a separate video on that. So you can look for it. So here, ಗಾಳಿಗ ಕಾಡುವ ಮನೆ. Kadu means to haunt. Kadu as a noun. So kadu is one thing which is a noun, means it's a forest. Kadu as a verb means to haunt or to taunt somebody. So ಅವನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನನ್ನನ್ನ ಕಾಡುತ್ತಾನೆ. He's always taunting me. Then you can say use ಕಾಡು, meaning somebody is like irritating you with the same thing again. Then you can say ಕಾಡು for that. ಅವನು ನನ್ನನ್ನ ಕಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Kadu also means forest. But here, gali means wind. So here, galiga, what they are saying is it's like that, what they call mystical wind because of some spirits and all. So galiga kaduva mane means the mystical spirit taunting the house. Okay. So galiga kaduva mane or gilu hidida mane. Hidi means catch. So gilu hidida mane, right? It means haunted house. Ante, it seems. Where is the mug that I always drink from? Nanu yavagalu kudiyuva lota. Elli ide kudiyuva lota. The mug, lota means mug or tumbler that I drink from. What is the name of the movie that we are going to watch? Navu nodalu. See that we are going to watch. So whatever is going to happen in the future, whatever we are planning to do, right? So navu nodaliruva or noda iruva. Actually, it's nodalu iruva. So we can say nodaliruva. Nodaliruva ಸಿನಿಮಾವಿನ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು? ನೋಡಲಿರುವ. He took the book that I was going to take. ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳ ಹೋದ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅವನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳ ಹೋದ. Okay, that I was going to take. So ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳ ಹೋದ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅವನು ತಗೊಂಡ. You came when we were going to start. ನಾವು ಹೊರಡುವ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಬಂದ್ರಿ. ಹೊರಡುವ ಸಮಯ. Okay, ಹೊರಡುವ, time that we are going to start. Give me money for the work which I did. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿ. ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿ. Which is a novel that you read? ನೀನು ಓದಿದ ಕಾದಂಬರಿ ಯಾವುದು? The book that you read, the novel that you read, ಓದಿದ ಕಾದಂಬರಿ. Why did you give up the job that you got after so much hardship? ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ? ಸಿಗು past relative participle is ಸಿಕ್ಕ. Okay, ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ. There were many jokes that we laughed for. ನಾವು ನಕ್ಕ ಹಾಸ್ಯಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಹಾಸ್ಯ means joke. ನಗು ನಕ್ಕ. ಸಿಗು ಸಿಕ್ಕ. Okay, that's your past relative participle. So that was the last slide. So I hope this was useful, this adjective clauses. You may have to play this video multiple times to really understand the concept of adjective clauses. It will also be a good idea if you're new to all these clauses. You can possibly go and try to understand the relative participle and then come back to this video. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.